Okay, thank you very much for coming. So today we'll be talking about a topic here called Git as Mikrotik Configuration Management. So we have several things here. First is the Git itself, and then Mikrotik configuration. Yeah. So I think this is quite interesting because yeah, it's a little bit different compared to what we have used previously. Yeah. Okay, so agenda as usual. So introductions, we do review some prerequisite knowledge, Mikrotik config, Git, and then live practice. Okay, so I think, well, we assume you already know some of the basics. So I think this webinar is going to be not long, right? Um, Yeah, introduction. Yeah, so we are GLC, Jalaritas Chakrawala. We are based in Bandung. Our areas are training and IT consulting. We develop our own product that is used to support ISP operation, like Radius Manager, billing, and then some automation. We do Mikrotik, Ubiquity, and then Linux. Yeah, yeah, this is me. My name is Achmad. I'm based in Bandung, Linux user, Mikrotik user, Ubiquity user, PostgreSQL user, PHP user, Python user. So I'm a consultant. So usually we do involve in many technologies. Yeah, so I do teaching for living. I'm Mikrotik certified trainer, but I also teach other technologies like I mentioned before, usually related to networking, usually Mikrotik, Ubiquity, and Cisco. What else? um, Database, yeah, mostly PostgreSQL, PHP, yeah. So because we also develop our own program here. What else? Python, yeah. And also Linux, yeah, Linux. We are based in many of our technologies are based in Linux. I do write some articles in some websites. So if you have LinkedIn, and then we can connect. Past experience, mostly related to ISP in Congo, in Africa, in PNG, Papua New Guinea, in Malaysia, in other countries, in Australia, in UK, in yeah, other countries. Okay, so actually I start working since 2004. Yeah, long time ago. This is just some few of them. Okay, about the webinar, we do it since 2010. Yeah, with various topics, but mainly related to networking, programming, and then system administration. Okay, so we already host some webinar here. Okay, so if you are interested, yeah, please join us as a presenter. Okay, I can see some of the participants are from YouTube. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you can introduce yourself there. Thanks very much for coming. Yeah. All right. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so prerequisite. Yeah, this presentation requires some prerequisite knowledge. Okay, so we assume you already know these topics here, right? Like networking, Mikrotik router OS, and then Git, of course. So we're not telling you the basic of Git. Yeah, no, we don't. We assume you already know, yeah, those things. Okay. So let's get started. Oh. Oh, okay, it seems like the slide is not updated yet. Okay, let me save that again. Oh, that's why. Okay, replace. Ah, yeah, now this one is okay. Yeah, okay. So we just review that all of you already have networks, yeah, and then you want to manage your network. Usually some aspects that was defined by ITOT, yeah. So if you have networks and then you want to manage your network, and then these are the areas that you need to cover. Okay, first is you need to have management for fault. So if something goes wrong, so you need to have sort of a management for that. Okay, you need to have a way of managing the fault. Okay, and next is of course you are configuring your routers, your switches, and that kind of stuff. So that one is called a configuration. So you need to have a way to manage those configurations. Okay, and then accounting. Okay, accounting means not, this is not related to money. Yeah, accounting means you're measuring. Okay, so it's like yeah, accounting how people log into the network, and then how many times they log in and so on and so forth. That one is accounting. And then how many downloads they how many bytes they already download, and that kind of stuff. Also performance management, like what is the SLA uh, of the system that you provide. Yeah, so that's performance. And also security, yeah, like CIA, confidentiality, integrity, availability. Yeah, but today we'll be focusing on this one here, the configuration management. So the idea is very simple. So we are using we have our network devices, and then this network devices needs to be configured, and then we are using Git for managing them. Okay, so yeah, let's move to Mikrotik. So usually when you have Mikrotik, Mikrotik is same. These are the way to configure your Mikrotik. Okay, so you have Winbox, you are using terminals by logging through console, SSH or Telnet. Okay, also HTTPS. So here you are using browser or API. Yeah. Okay, you configure this. You already have IP addresses. You already set up time zone and many stuff. Okay, DNS, DHCP server. Yeah, lots of things. Okay, so those are configuration. Those configurations can be done through many methods here, like Winbox terminal and so on and so forth. And then the next question is how to store those configurations so that if uh, the Mikrotik broken, okay, how can I how can I restore? Yeah. So we need to find a way to store Mikrotik configuration. Yeah. So first through screenshot. So you do screenshot. So for example, you have an IP address, you do screenshot. This is very easy. Yeah. And then yeah, very traditional way. Yeah. Next is binary backup. Yeah, you can do binary backup. So you have a one big file, binary files. You cannot edit it using your text editor. It's a binary. Okay. And then you keep it to yourself. So if something happens, you just upload the files into Mikrotik, and then all configuration will be based on your backup files. Next is support RIF. So this is not for restore. This is for, like I said, store configuration. So for that one, you need to have access to Mikrotik website, because they are the one that has ability to open the files. Next is you can dump your configuration, yeah, through monitor or through files using export method, export command. All right. Okay, next is Git. Yeah, so Git is is not common for a network engineer, but yeah, nowadays network engineer are required to do automation, and then one way to do automation is to preserve your configuration, and then one way to do that is by learning Git. Yeah, so you like it or not, well, Git is one skill that is required for network engineer today. So Git is version control system. So in our program we use it a lot. Yeah, because we are developer. Yeah, we use Git. Is there any other alternative than Git? Yes, previously we used what was it? CVS, yeah, long time ago, and SVN Subversion, yeah, and then now many people are using Git as VCS, a version control system. So Git is distributed, unlike SVN. It's easier to use based on the creator. Of course, yeah, it's a relative because there are many commands, combinations for Git, like Git pull, Git push, and sort of things. So, but for storing configuration, we don't have to be in that level. Okay, so it allows you to see changes on your code. It has feature to display line by line changes. Okay, so that's how it looks like. And then we have GitHub. So we have Git. Git is the method. It's open source. Yeah, it's free. You don't have to pay for it. But there are several people out there, organization or company, they provide services for Git. Okay, so they provide you a server where you can open an account there. So uh, you can use their service to store your code at the GitHub. Is there any other than GitHub? Yes, there are GitLab and then Jira and then yeah, many servers. Not a lot, yeah, but a few, yeah. But you can build your own a GitHub server. Yeah, it's very easy today. Yeah, so you can have your own GitHub. Yes, it's possible. Yeah, so this is to provide Git service, and then some are paid. So you can open your Git account here and then push your code there. Okay, so that's the concept of GitHub. So this is our uh, this is our topic today, Git as configuration management. So yeah, before we are going into Git, so let's talk about the current method to store configuration or to backup. So first is by screenshot, as I said. Okay, you do screenshot here, blah 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 blah, and then yeah, the second method here, you create a backup file, either it's binary or dump file, a configuration dump file. So the thing is, you have files, okay, and then you send them through email or FTP or other methods. Yeah, so you have files and then send. You have files and then send. You do that every day. Yeah, so in 1 year, you can do it automatically. Yes, you can create script for that, and then yeah, there are lots of them. Yeah, but it can the thing is, if you do that, it's only display the latest configuration. You cannot do tracking. So if you want to do tracking, and then you have to compare. Okay, so this is the file from yesterday. This is the file from 1 month ago. Okay, so you have two files, and then you compare left and right. Yeah, that one is not that nice. Okay, so can be very bulky. Yeah, so yeah, sometimes you have to clean up the backup files. Yeah, and then yeah, for that it requires more storage. Not good. Okay. So why don't we just use Git as configuration management? Yeah. So because Git is for programming, and then most of the programming code are written in plain text. So yeah, it is easier, okay, to store configuration, and then lightweight. So this is important, yeah, because Git only save the delta. Yeah, so you already saved to Git, and then you want to replace the current files, okay, but uh, the way Git save is, or Git only save the delta. Okay, you replace, but Git knows what are the differences between the previous files and then the new files. Yeah, so Git is comparing line by lines, and then only save the delta, which is good. Yeah, so for that one, because Git is able to do that things, so you are able to do uh, tracking the changes. Okay, and then this can be automated using the script. Okay, so we assume you already know some of them. So after that, we can do some demo here. If yeah, live practice. So if you have a question and answer, question, sorry, just say something in the group chat. Okay. If you're interested, just come to our training. Okay. And then this is the end of slide. Slide will be available on Slideshare. Yes, feedback is available here, and schedule will be available on our website. Other information is available on Facebook. Slide will be available on Slideshare. We have Discord in Bahasa Indonesia, and recording will be available on YouTube. Okay, so let's do the demo. I have okay. Let me log in to a router here. Can you see? No. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So this is it. Oh, okay. I need to display the desktop. Okay. Maybe the whole screen in the beginning. Okay. Yeah. So this is the things that we have. Yeah, so this is our Mikrotik, okay, and then this is our server, okay, our configuration server. So from here to here, and this is my GitHub account. I already created a repository. Yeah, so we have three things here. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm in. Okay, let me switch. So I'm in. Oops. I'm in a server. Okay. Yeah, so this is my server. Okay. And then I will create a directory. Mikrotik config. Okay. And then this, I can ping my Mikrotik IP address 168.80.1. Yes, I can log in as well through SSH admin at this. Okay, so asking for fingerprint, okay, for password, and done. So I'm in. Okay, so I can log in through my Mikrotik. Okay, so if you check the Mikrotik, and then we can see it here. Okay, so if you can see how to log in, I can see system users. So there is an active user. Log in through SSH. Yeah, so yeah. So here I will create a user for this one. So let's say config user full password, then another password. So it's done. Okay, let's try that out. Okay, let's switch the window. Quit. So I will log in through config user. Okay, done. So I'm logging in using config user. So the thing is, in order to make this automatic, yeah, it will be better if we automate the things. We can generate SSH key. Okay, it's done. And then perhaps I can copy the files, scp public. So this is my public a public key, and then copy that to this one. Okay, it's done. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see the files. Okay, let's switch to Mikrotik. Okay, here it is. Here's the Mikrotik, and then okay, here's our file. Yeah, so idrsa.pub. So let's import the SSH key for user config user. Yeah, and then key files is this one, import, and it's done. Okay, simple as that. So let's try again. So make sure we can log in without uh, without password. Okay. Yeah, SSH user. Ta-da! Oh, okay. Yeah. So as you can see, yeah, if we can log in, and then we can say like send command to, for example, export, right? Blah blah blah. So export means command to export the configuration. Yeah. So like what you see here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So export. So yeah, this is how it looks like. So in this way, we are login to Mikrotik and then send export. Okay. So for this one, yeah, it takes time, a little bit slow. default DHCP server, encryption, SSTP. Yeah, this is for testing files. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it takes time, quite slow. Yeah, I was hoping this one can be faster. Oh, cloud. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, we have filter, we have nut, we have mangle. Okay, we have a lot here. Okay, never mind. Come on, come on. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, there's MPLS too. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see from here to there, from here. Okay, so when I start executing export here, okay, down to bottom. Yeah. So these are the the configuration. Yeah. So this is how configuration looks like. Okay, so we do quit, and then we can do help. We can say -C, right? Is there any C? Capital C. C means to execute. Yeah, C / export. So we are in our server, but we are executing a command in a different server. Yeah, as you can see, here it is. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's a lot. Maybe /IP/export. So it should be easier. So we only dump the IP area. Is it working? No. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's only slow. Oh, the CPU is quite high. Okay, let me check. So that's why it's slow. Check. Oh, it's just disk. Okay, so you get the idea, or maybe we can specify address export. Yeah, no, now it's faster. Okay, so from here, we can create, you can go to our folder, and then we can initialize the Git. Yeah, so We already have the folder, and then the folder is still empty, as you can see. In order to initialize the Git, we use Git init, okay, and then there will be a hidden directory here. It's for Git. Okay, just let's say um, create a new files. Echo Mikrotik config to empty, yeah, and then we can add the files, yeah, into Git, and then we set up the first files as our first commit. Oh, okay. Before we do that, we need to develop. We need to configure the email and the name. Okay, and a name. Okay, done. And then we can commit. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, we can see here git branch minus a. Yeah, it's a master. Or yeah, usually they use master, but some are used main branch. Okay, so as you can see, yeah. So our branch name is main, and then we add our remote repository. This is my my remote repository that I created. Okay. So here it is, and then I can do push. So I'm pushing the configuration from local to the Git, to the GitHub. Oh, cannot resolve. Oh, we have issue with the DNS. Oh, okay. So I need to update the files here, the DNS. Oh, I need to start. Okay, I'm in. Let's check. Okay, so it looks good now. Yeah, now it's resolving. So I will go to the directory. Yeah. I will push the configuration to the remote. Okay. Yes. Oh, um, this one requires SSH. That's okay. So what if we use HTTPS git remote help or remove? Okay. So remove origin. Okay. So it's done. And add again and then push. Oh, okay. Let me check my password. Okay. Try again. Oh, personal access token is not. Hmm. Mm, Okay, so perhaps I can add to add SSH key for this one. Settings. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. SSH key. Okay. Okay. I will display to here. Okay. So I have a public key here. As you can see, this is the public key from here to here. And then on my GitHub, I will need to add the key. Okay. Okay, show it to you. Here. Okay, add the SSH key. Yeah, it's done. So back to my back to my back to my repo. Here. Okay, so here it is. So I'll be using SSH by now. And then, yeah, we need to change the change the method. So as HTTPS is not used anymore, they prefer to use SSH. Yeah, okay, yeah, just follow it. So we remove the origin, okay, and then define a new origin. So previously it was using HTTPS like this one, yeah. Oh, sorry, I haven't changed the terminal. Yeah, so yes, yeah, okay, here it is. Yeah, so we already removed the origin, and then yeah, we can define the origin based on HTTPS or SSH. So here we are using SSH like this one. Okay, so if we are done, we can check git mod -v. Yeah, so here it is. So both of them are SSH. Okay, that's fine. And then we try to push to there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, now it's done. Yeah. So as you can see in my repo, files will be changed. Oops, I need to refresh this one. Yeah, here. Okay, so readme.md content is the Mikrotik config. So what do we do now? Okay, let's log into the Mikrotik. Okay, where's the file? Yeah, here. Okay, IP address export, and then this is router 1.rsc, right? Here it is. Okay, it's done. So we can see there is a new files over there. And then we need to add git add router1.rsc and then git commit -m update here. Okay, and then we push to the, oh, sorry. We need to switch. Oh, better if I just display all of them. Okay, so that you can see the whole desktop. Yeah, so yeah, here what I did was yeah, I do login and then create a new file here, router1.rsc, and then I do git add and then do commit, and then so here's the proof that we already commit our of files. And then I do push the configuration to the GitHub. Okay, it's done. Let's refresh. And then there will be a new file here, router1.rsc. Ta-da! Okay. What else? Yeah, if you do modification on your file, for example, IP address, for example, you want to add a new file here. Okay. 2.2.2.2. Okay, network is 3333. For example, this is just example. Okay, done. See, there is a new files here, and then what you can do is do the export. And done. You add the files and set the commit, and then push the configuration out. Okay, so yeah, done. And then we will see router 1.rsc. So there is a new configuration, which is this one. And the thing is, we can see here, or we can click blame, as you can see. We can compare. So where's the file? Yeah, so here is the history. Yeah, where you can do comparison between commit, okay, between changes. Split unified. Um, you click code, click this one, and then click the history. Okay. Yeah. See, yes, you can see. Yeah, so you can see the difference. Okay, so the first difference is here and here. Okay, the second difference is this is the previous one. This is the new configuration, and then you can see here on line 15 there is a new configuration here at. Yeah, so yeah, that's the the entry that is not uh, exists in the previous configuration. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite easy. Yeah, yeah, you can do your automation here. Yeah, so hopefully you can do it yourself. Yeah. Well, I think that's all for today. Yeah, if you have any questions, and then please say something in the group chat. Otherwise, we will end the webinar today. Well, again, let me show this slide. Where's the slide? Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for your attention. Please submit your feedback. Other information will be available on website. A slide will be available on Slideshare. Discord will be available in Bahasa Indonesia, and then recording will be available on YouTube. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you very much. Okay, take a picture. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Thank you very much, and then see you in the next webinar. Goodbye. Have a nice day.